Just thought I'd share this message with y'all. I don't know what you might get from it, but here we go. So, just a few minutes ago, we were talking, my wife and I, about how we need to get somebody a landscape guy in case we have to, leave or be away for a long period of time. And I usually cut the grass, I usually do all the maintenance of the outside. So, I was like, you know what? It's time to let someone else in. So, we had a guy way back at our other location. Now we're over here and we haven't checked with anybody yet, as of yet. So I was prompted when we just made it back home that I had some pineapples that I got from the food bank yesterday, and I usually offload it, like pass it off and bless someone on the way home when we have a lot of it, overflow. So I was gonna bless someone, usually someone construction or landscaping or something, because they're outside all day. I didn't see anyone on the way home, and I ended up making it back home with the pineapple. So then we went out this morning to drop my daughter off to school, and I loaded them back up in the vehicle and I brought them out. And I was like, just in case I see anyone. I passed up. I forgot. It slipped my mind. I didn't drop it off to anyone. Made it back home and I was like, oh my gosh, I got the pineapples. So immediately I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go cut them all up and I'll just keep them and freeze them so we can make smoothies for future and stuff like that. But we have fruits in the freezer overflowing, and not all the time. I haven't made a smoothie in so long. The thought will tell me, yeah, go ahead, put it in the freezer and just cut it up and you have overflow, whatnot. But I was like, we don't need all those pineapples. And I was feeling like the prompting of, I should go pass it out. But then when I thought about what I would have to do to pass it out, I was like, oh, I don't feel like getting in the vehicle. I got to raise up the garage. I got to, all these lists of excuses to why not to do it. But I just overcame that and I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm not worrying about that. Let me just go do it, or else this is gonna spoil on my hands, and that'll be, you know, careless of me when this could have went to someone who really was in need of it. So I load them up in the vehicle, I lift up the garage, drove the truck out, and I just went on my way to, I went on my way to go drop it off. I get around this Y, and I'm like, do I choose left or right? So I went left. So I'm just on my special. Let me go left. I go left, and immediately I see the truck just illuminated. Like it was like that's the vehicle. Like that's how I believe the Lord was speaking to me. He said, "That's the vehicle," and I was like, you know, I ain't even second guess it. I pull up. They were getting in the vehicle, loading up, and they were about to pull off. So I walked over to the window, and then someone just told me, ask them how much they charge to do landscaping. It wasn't even like a brain, like that's why I went out to go do. I didn't go out to go do that. I just was like, it's like the thought just came. Ask him the prompting, ask him how much he charged. He said, I charge 40. And I was like, that number just made sense to me. You know, like when something makes sense to you, just makes sense to you. I can't explain it. But as soon as he said a number, I didn't think it was too high. I didn't think it was too low. It was like it was just right. I was like, perfect. Then I go on, then I was like, okay, hold on real quick. Gave him the pineapples. I was like, can you follow me to my home? He followed me. Happened to be like maybe 5 houses down from where he cut. Came, I showed him the back, showed him the front. He was like, yeah, 40. Because I was just thinking he was going to say, oh, no, it's too bigger. I have to do yours more. He said 40 over there. He said 40 here, even when he's seen the task at hand. And I was just letting him know that sometimes we travel, stuff like that. So we were looking for a good long guy who could cut it. He understood the assignment. And I was just like, look how God works. And I don't, a lot of times stuff like this happens to me all the time, but I don't feel like they're big stories to share. I don't think it's something for me to come on here and be like, let me bore your ears with a story that happened to me. This is just ordinary. There's grander things that's happening because we be on social media and we see it. It's like someone's giving away $100,000. This one is building a new porch for someone who's disabled. Like grand stuff like that, you always see, and you're like, my stuff don't amount to that. Mine is a waste of time. It's just mediocre. But something like just share this story. I was just about to go and relax and get to posting some content that I have on backflow, and it was like go share that message, and I was like, like most times, but I came out here and I just wanted to share that, so I don't want to drag it on any longer. That's how God is always showing up in the daily for me. And when I ask the Lord to use me, when I ask the Lord to like, I want to have organizations. I want to do like charities and giveaways and just bless people who are in true need, like, single parents, people who just need that leg up. That if I had a home, I would be able to do this. Bless people with houses, build homes for the communities of the less fortunate. Best thing for people who just fell back on hard times. Like, that's how I see doing in this world. Is how can I help people and do it for them? Like, I was telling my wife the other day too, and then I'll let y'all go. Once you make it to, you got the house, roof over your head, food in your stomach, and your bills are paid, and the transportation to get to and from, what is higher than that? At that point, once the Lord has blessed me with that, so now it's like all I could be off my mind. I don't have to be saying, oh, I got to get this and I got to get that, and then I'll help the people. He blessed me already. So now it's time for me to turn around and bless others. And I feel like I see a lot of organizations, and I don't know, but my goal, I'm not gonna talk about other organizations. I'm gonna talk about my organization, the one the Lord is building with me, is to help do charitable things for people other than myself. Like, he blessed me with all the five needs of life, and those are covered. Blessed, highly favored. Now it's time to reach back and how can I help other people? Oh, you need a thing. And even like when we used to do, and I started to see, like, we go back to that, is like when I used to ask the Lord, Lord, let me help in big major ways like that, and how I see other people doing stuff and whatnot. It was cool, but like, it was like the voice that said, you can help where you're at right now. You could do it where you at right now. And I started seeing that, and then I started giving away $5 bills. It started out dollar bills, and then I started giving away $5 bills. So just random people like who were working outside or doing some type of activity, and just say, "Here, I bless you with this. I bless you with that." We go to do a grocery pickup. Here's something, and then I put like the little card with a scripture on it. I was doing that, and then I just felt like everything's not about money. So then I kind of like strayed away from that. And then I started doing like, just complimenting people and just, blessing people with the food bank that I get to now, and just everywhere I see I can help. And then we at one point, having families stay here and even non-family, like, just come and live. And when you come and live, have like a plan, of course, not just to sit here and just be wasting time and breathing up air. But if you have a plan and you're trying to get on your feet and you're trying to be independent, come, lay, relax. Don't worry about the bills. Don't worry about this, that. We've got everything, toiletries down to food, all this. Just lay in the space and relax and rejuvenate, because we're always playing worship music and we're just trying to pray over this space that the Lord has blessed us with, so we can rejuvenate people when they come in here feeling beat up and torn down from the world. They could get picked back up, lifted back up, and like, all right, I'm gonna get back in the game now. Like, I got this from here, that type of stuff. So we don't charge people. So we started to see that the Lord has blessed us with things and ways that we can help people and heal people. And I started operating from that, and not saying I need, and when I get this and when I get that, then I can help people. When I get organizations, then I can help this. Like, sometimes giving away shoes and clothes, and our kids outgrow stuff, I outgrow stuff, or I feel like it's just sitting there. Here you go, bless them with shoes. And that's like another thing I want to do, like to offload some of these shoes of mine and clothes of mine. Is like, maybe kids going back to school and the parents in tight times that they just need help, like doing something like that to help them to, support the youth, because the kids are the future, pouring into them and helping them to have a fresh start because they didn't ask to be here. So, man, it's so many things I want to do. I would love to do, and I'm doing now, but and I can't take my eyes off of what I'm doing now and discredit that. But I wanted to share that story because I feel like it's out here to help you, and this is coming on your timeline to help you, inspire you, uplift you. And God wanted me to share that, so I'm gonna share that. Anytime I feel these promptings, sometimes you can feel like you're wrong because it may not get the reach that you thought it would reach, or you say, Lord, I feel like you told me to do this, and then it didn't take off and to reach masses. Sometimes all they need to do is reach that one. So me being obedient, showing up, and starting with a video. And I didn't even think I had a video for today. I was just chilling, and then out came nothing. So it's like when you keeping close to the Lord, as close to Him, He just starts to show you and reveal it to you, just like a soft little alley hoop. So I love y'all. Take care of yourself. I know I'm probably yapping at this point, but there's so many things I want to do. So I pray that you could be a part of the journey and stick it out.